This is a Windows Phone 7 game review of SpellShipTactics, which is available in the marketplace for $3.99. This game also has a free trial which will let you play the first few levels and get an idea of what the game's like. So you can have multiple saves going so that you can be working on two things at once in the game, and there's actually 3 different classes that you can play as. The Dwarf class, which I'm about to demo, and the Human class, and the Elf class. And so how it works is it's kind of like chess out in space. And there is a cool little story that goes along with it and makes it pretty interesting. So what you do is you can move your characters like chess pieces, and you have pawns, and you have rooks, and you have queens, and a king. And if you kill the king, then of course it's checkmate, and game over, and that's the whole goal, to defeat your enemy. So as you can see, the enemy there is progressing forward, and you can attack an enemy by clicking on them, but any surrounding units will actually join the fight. So that one, the queen's actually going to join, so we definitely don't want to mess with the queen there. Same with that, those enemies would join in. So you have to be pretty careful when you decide who you're going to fight. So there's a lot of strategy into the game, and also, depending on which character is picked to attack, like the enemy chose that light blue character of mine to attack, he's the one that can actually die. The other person will still live through the battle even if we lose. And so, if you actually initiate a battle like that, it goes into this battle mode here, where you control your ship around through space, and you have to navigate to the enemy and find him and kill him with your weapons. So, the one problem with the visuals here is the background stars, they don't actually move. So, it's tough to get a sense of motion, and therefore the game just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like you're actually moving around at all. But as you can see, this is how you sort out all the fights here, just by shooting it all out in a little dogfight. And so you could use some of your own skill in order to win these battles. And as you can see, the health of the enemy is displayed up there, and your own health is displayed right there. And there we go. So since it was 2v1, since I had my support there, we completely destroyed him. And that's the whole goal of the game. And you keep on playing through a ton of different levels, and you'll get a lot of lasting value out of this game. You can also upgrade your ships and buy other ships, like we can buy this ship, and then we can add that to our fleet in the hangar. So as you can see, we're actually expanding the number of ships that I have now. And you can also upgrade those ships in Skunkworks here. Click on the ship, click upgrade, and then we want to buy that shot cannon. So there's a ton of different upgrades that you can work with, and each time you win, you get extra money to use. And there's also those other different classes, so you can go load a different class or start a new class, and that'll give you some extra lasting value. But you're looking at over 12 hours of gameplay here. If you try to play through all the different modes, you'll get even more. So, if we jump into the Elf class, you'll notice how it is drastically different. So as you can see, the characters look different, first of all. And once we get into a battle here, even though there's 2 of them, we'll just jump into the battle. You'll notice that the missiles, these actually just automatically track, so you don't even have to bother aiming, and they'll automatically attack your enemy. But the elves will also be damaged a lot easier, so you have a lot less armor. However, they are more maneuverable and quite fast. So sometimes the controls can be a little tricky, but usually it's pretty good. And as you can see, this enemy is a lot more powerful than me, and I'm not really doing my best with the controls right now, so they're kind of destroying me. So if your character does get defeated, then the one that was attacked is disappeared from the board. He died, of course. So it's basically a lot like chess, but it's a great game, and it mixes some action in with adventure, and overall it's a fantastic title. It may cost a lot at $3.99, but it's definitely worth the money. It has a great soundtrack to it, and the visuals are pretty good, and it's got some incredible lasting value. You can find SpellShipTactics in the marketplace for $3.99.